Token Economy Assignment for BHS201, Introduction to ABA2, Techniques and Applications. Jamie is a 5-year-old boy with an ADHD diagnosis. He's easily distractible and loves daydreaming about superheroes, especially Iron Man. He's very energetic and enjoys being outdoors and going to the park, jumping on the trampoline, or playing with his dog. But he is also very creative and likes making things with Play-Doh and Legos. Recently, though, he's been getting in trouble during dinner time where he constantly throws his food to the floor and doesn't eat it, which has his parents really worried of how they can manage this behavior. It's important to note that he's not a picky eater, and the function of this behavior is attention. Now, what will be our target behaviors? We're looking to increase eating, which will be established as any instance where the child places any amount of food in their mouth with their hand, fingers, spoon, or fork that is then chewed and swallowed. Non-examples include spitting food out of their mouth, taking food out of their mouth with their hand or utensil, licking chewable food, or drinking liquids. We're also looking to decrease discarding of food, which is any instance where the child takes food with their hand, finger, spoon, or fork and places it outside their plate by throwing it, smashing it, or pushing it off their plate. This also includes spitting food out of their mouth, pushing the plate off the table, or taking the whole plate and flipping it, dropping the contents on the floor or table. Non-examples include pushing the plate away, as they can always decide that they do want to eat the food. How will data be collected? Meals typically last 1 hour, so data will be taken in this range of time, and both eating and discarding of food will be measured according to operational definitions. The data will be measured and observed through a direct assessment with continuous measurement of frequency of event or number of occurrences of both food discarding and eating that will be taken with a template similar to this one. It's important to point out that this kind of behavior only occurs at dinner time when the whole family is at the dinner table. Jamie doesn't engage in this kind of behavior during breakfast or lunch, as he just has these meals with his sister at the kitchen island while their mother cleans up around the house. This behavior only occurs when both parents and sister are at the dinner table and he wants the attention to himself. The selection of backup reinforcers was made through a preference assessment that was conducted prior to the development and implementation of the token economy. A reinforcer inventory was followed by a paired choice preference assessment. During the completion of the reinforcer inventory, the parents mentioned some of these reinforcers to be highly requested by Jamie, and a paired choice preference assessment was used to determine the hierarchy of the preference of each reinforcer. So this will be the token economy. The tokens I have decided to use are marbles because they are tangible and it helps keep the child engaged. It makes it much more dynamic for the child to drop a marble in a jar and see them rising as he accomplishes to complete the behavior compared to stickers on a chart, for example. The way this token economy will work is eating, according to operational definition, will earn him 3 marbles that Jamie will be able to put in the jar himself. If Jamie engages in food discarding, 1 marble will be removed from the jar, and so on until dinner time is over. So as he continues to eat his dinner, his jar will begin to fill up. The jar will visually have the reinforcers on it to keep Jamie motivated to earn more tokens to be able to attain the most valued reinforcer, which is jumping on the trampoline. Reinforcers will be exchangeable for the number of marbles set in this chart to avoid any confusions. So Play-Doh will be 15 marbles, Legos will be 30 marbles, Iron Man figurine will be 45 marbles, Park will be 60 marbles, and Trampoline will be 75 marbles. After dinner, Jamie will have the option to exchange his tokens for one of the reinforcers if he has the amount of tokens it takes to purchase the item. He also has the option to not spend his tokens and use them at a later time in order to accumulate them to afford a more expensive item. An extra jar would be provided for him to store his earned marbles. This token economy is meant to be implemented by the parents during dinner time. Their verbal praise when Jamie engages in the behavior we want to increase is very important, and compliance with the token economy will be crucial and very beneficial for Jamie's advancement. And hopefully, through the implementation of this system, their dinner times can be much more enjoyable, and both the parents and Jamie can engage in proper displays of affection and attention.